Hey guys, Ray from loveyourrv.com. So I haven't really updated our Snowbird trip in quite a while, almost 2 months. Mostly it's because the places we've stayed have already done videos on, or they weren't just video worthy. We spent the last part of December in Lost Dutchman State Park and had another great time there. Although it was quite wet this year and a little bit cool, still it's a beautiful park. After that we made our way down Interstate 8 here, just near Gila Bend, to a place called Painted Rock Petroglyph Site and Campground. It's a BLM site, but it's sort of developed. You have to camp in certain areas, and it's $8 a night or $4 if you have the National Park Pass or any federal lands pass. So we stayed a few days there. It was okay, nothing special. There's a neat pile of petroglyphs on a rock. So after that, we headed down Interstate 8 through Yuma to a stop at Ogilvie Road BLM, which we've camped there quite often. We spent a few weeks there, went down to the little Mexican town here, Los Algodones, and got some dental work done. I needed a crown and a root canal, so got that all finished up. Then we headed up to the famous Quartzsite area and stayed at Plamosa Road BLM camping area. We waited till after the big show was over and everybody had kind of departed, so it wasn't near as crowded. And we stayed there and met up with some friends, and I actually met up with a few of my viewers and got to meet them. We stayed there for a couple weeks. And then we did a really short trip across to this Ehrenberg area, and there's another BLM and Arizona State Trust land, I believe. We stayed there a couple more weeks. Then after that, we headed up north, and this is going to be really what the video is about. And we stayed at Red Rock Canyon, a little closer here, just near Las Vegas, Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area, I believe it's called. And it's really beautiful, pretty spot. And they do have a small campground, no hookups or anything. Right down in here you can see the campground over here. The main attraction to it though is the rock outcroppings here. You got some red rock here called the Calico Basin, and there's a kind of a 13-mile loop you go along. So what I'll do in this video is give you a look at the red rock and the basin and some footage along the loop. So let's go. Hey folks, March 2nd, 2020, and we've landed in Red Rock Canyon. I think it's National Conservation Area. This is located on the very western outskirts of Las Vegas, and they have this campground. I think it's a BLM campground. Anyway, we're down in what they call the little RV section down here. There's 6 little spots. We're squished into one. We got our rig in there. It cost us $20 a night. I think if you have the senior access pass, you get it for half price. And then there's a other section of the campground over there. But most of these spots are pretty small. I think mostly they go with the 30-foot limit, although I see some bigger rigs kind of squished in there. But overall, it's pretty tight. Anyway, the star attraction is a scenic loop through the red rocks over there. We arrived yesterday and it was quite stormy and windy, and you can see the cold fronts blowing through, so we got a little bit of snow on the mountains even. Right now the temperature, they're going to be about a high of 65 today, so a little cooler than normal. But I thought I'd take you along on the scenic drive. We're going to head out, try to get some nice photos, and check out the park. Oh, and it's also dry camping here. There's no hookups or anything. There's garbage and vault toilets. A picnic table, barbecue, fire ring. This one is RV spot number 2. Wasn't too bad, it's fairly level. Let's give you a look back. Not much over this way. And cell service isn't very good at all. You would think right next to Vegas it would be, but I guess the hills block it. I just get barely some T-Mobile, and my AT&T isn't working at all. But if you just drive up a little bit that way, just over the ridge, bang it, you get full bars again. Here's a little closer look at the rest of the campground. Looks like there's a group camp over there. Camp host down there. And you can see there is some larger RVs over there. You can reserve now. I went on to Reserve America to reserve our spot. But of course, being close to Vegas and such an attraction, it's pretty busy. When I drove in, they said the campground was full. That's really pretty this morning. Visitor center here is amazing. They got an incredible outdoor display. Lots of information panels. This one points to all the different sections of the park and tells you what canyon it is and what spring, mountains, etc. Really worth a visit here. Oh, wow. Here's the first stop on the scenic drive called Calico Hills. And you can go down there and hike all around amongst the rock formations. And there's an overlook here. See scads of people. Only drawback to this park is it's so busy all the time, being right close to Vegas. So we've driven up along, stopped at Calico Hills there, and now we're at what they call the Sandstone Quarry. Go give you a look at that. So it looks like you can hike a big grand circle route all around little valley and canyons in here. This is the quarry. You can see some giant blocks over there. Let's go over there and check out where they cut them out. From what the sign says, it was like 1905. They were quarrying big, huge chunks of the sandstone and shipping it off to the coast. But it wasn't profitable. Really pretty little canyon up here, Willow Spring. See, there's quite a bit of hiking around here. And there's a gravel road that goes further up into the canyon. It's like a little island in the desert, up in the mountains. Start to get some pine trees and stuff like that. Pine Creek Canyon, and once again there's another trail that leads up into there, a couple trails actually. Go up and hike up into the canyon. So here we are at Red Spring, a desert oasis. I'm going to take a little short hike, 0.5 mile round trip. They've built a boardwalk, make it easy access. Really pretty spot. One cool thing about this park is there's so many little nooks and crannies to explore. We're definitely going to have to come back another time, do some more serious hikes. What a pretty location. They say they put in this boardwalk to try to restore everything to natural habitat. Over the years this was used for agriculture, and of course visitors used to trample everything down, so it's kind of neat that they're making it back to more of a natural meadow situation. All the animals return too. Got some old petroglyphs here, way back in the day. Looks like an old western landscape. Better watch out, we're gonna get ambushed.